Let's go to Brittany from Texas, who is also a member at joinpacman.com. Brittany, thank you for your membership. Welcome to the program.
Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. So a few days ago, you were talking about, I cannot remember what you were talking about actually, but you
Hmm.
mentioned that Rudy Giuliani had a presidential campaign, and I somehow did not ever know that. And I went down this rabbit hole. I just wanted to thank you for that bit of information because wow, was that a disaster?
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, some people might not remember, but there was a period of time where in the Republican primary of 2008, it really looked like Rudy was going to be the nominee. He was well liked. He was one of the more reasonable Republicans at the time. He had high initial popularity. He had a campaign strategy of essentially going for, I think it was going for Florida. Like he wanted to get a big win early, and it was, and he's fallen so far. Obviously John McCain ultimately was the nominee, but then since then it's only been downhill for Rudy.
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just started choking.
Oh, are you eating during the call, Brittany?
No,
Oh,
I
you
just
just
started. I don't
randomly
know.
choked. Oh my God.
Yes. God.
Well, I hope
Um,
you're okay.
so my other thing that I wanted to talk about was I don't remember if it's Ancestry DNA or the other one,
I think it was a
but
23andMe. You're talking about the leak of information.
oh my goodness, yes.
I don't totally understand. Initially, the reports were that the information was stolen. Then it was that it was hacked. Then it was that it was scraped. Then I read it's actually just that they were able to compile. I actually don't really understand the nature of the information release or a leak, I guess I would say. Do you understand it?
So no, I don't.
Yeah.
But what I was reading about, it said that the only thing that I really understand was that a certain type of person was targeted and it was leaked
Yes.
onto.
Ashkenazi Jews like me.
Correct.
Yeah.
Um, and it was leaked through the black web. That's really as much as I understand about it, as far as like where the leak came from.
I think now I'm
Um,
understanding what it was. So 23andMe is saying they weren't hacked. That what happened is the hacker took releases of username and password combinations from other websites and then
mm,
started trying them on 23andMe. And then when they would successfully, because some people use the same username and password on multiple websites. So when the
yeah.
person was able to log in to 23andMe using the password data from other sites, if the person was either Jewish or Chinese, apparently, they would put them on a list. And then now they're trying to sell the lists, I guess, of Jewish and Chinese people.
It's so crazy to me because like,
Yeah.
it's such an innocent thing to want to find out where you come from
Right.
or um health issues maybe if you don't know your family. And it's, I don't know. I just was wondering if you thought there was any, because personally, I've really been looking into it. I don't know much about where I come from, so me and my brother wanted to look into it, and so I always tried to look at the good and the bad. So I don't know if it's just my algorithm doing algorithm things, but I was just recently looking into it. What could be the downside of it? And there was a lot of very tinfoil hat type of things. And
Yeah,
then
I think
literally
some
the
of the more
next day,
realistic concerns would be what if like health insurance companies were able to look at your genetic data to decide if you're a greater risk and then charge you more on the basis of some genetic thing or something like that. I think from, that's just kind of a different conversation, Brittany. As far as the information security, if you use a unique password on every website, and maybe even different usernames when the username is not your email address, you would be pretty well protected from what happened on 23andMe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
All right, Brittany from Texas, so great to hear from you. One of our sponsors is Zippix nicotine toothpicks. Don't you think it's time you stopped putting smoke and vape oils in your lungs? Zippix toothpicks are a convenient way to curb the nicotine cravings. Zippix toothpicks are super discreet. You can use them anytime, anywhere smoking and vaping aren't allowed, including flights, sporting events, in restaurants. They're available in 6 different flavors with options of 2 and 3 milligrams of nicotine. If you're not a nicotine user, Zippix also offers caffeine and B12 infused toothpicks. Zippix has already helped tens of thousands of customers ditch the cigarettes, ditch the vapes. They might be able to help you too. If you're a smoker or a vapor, give Zippix toothpicks a try. Your lungs will thank you. Go to zippixtoothpicks.com today. Save 10% with the code PACMAN10 at checkout. Just remember, you must be 21 or older to order. The link is down below.